Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TUNIC. I spent most of the last episode, I don't know exactly how much. It was like an hour and 5 minute episode, and I'm pretty sure I spent 50 minutes of it just looking at the instruction manual. And then I signed off to go do some more research on my own, and I did not get as far as I would have liked. Is this word by LT? I assume is focus. Is that what I had written down for focus? I saw it written somewhere else in the context. I wasn't sure it said focus. Yeah, this definitely says focus. Okay. So I found out a few things. I don't remember what I had in the last episode, so I'll just review my findings here. I figured there has to be some fairly direct correlation to English. They can't have invented it. They can't expect the player to learn a completely new language to translate this. So it has to have like some mapping to actual English words. And I did enough looking around, I think, in the last episode to determine that it can't be just a Caesar cipher where like each character in this corresponds to a character in English. For example, here, the blue section headers, or whatever you like here, are run and roll. But they don't have the same start, right? So they can't be the same. It can't just be something is an R here. And I still really haven't worked that out. But I've determined that it is based on sounds rather than letters. It makes sense. Since it's not a letter translation, what else could it be? And I isolated a few of the letters. For example, here, the A button is saying press. Press the A button. Press me to roll. And this last thing of like the vertical bar with kind of almost the cross through it, but it's cut off a little bit, right? There's I wish I had a mouse cursor, but it's a vertical bar. It has a diagonal above the divider, and then another diagonal below the divider, kind of, right? That's the soft S sound. S. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm very sure of that. I found an R sound. Again, this word press is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. The first character is mostly the letter P. In fact, I think it's just the letter P. The vertical bar with a diagonal line going up and right from it that we see first here. That's P. That's the P sound. And after that is the R sound. Well, it's a modification of the R sound. So, continuing the diagonal line, I don't know. If I were a good YouTuber, I would have diagrams that I had put into separate images I could show you. The diagonal line going up from P continues into R. That diagonal line going up and then down all the way is R. So R is almost a backwards P now that I look at it, right? Yeah. They're both a vertical bar with just one other adornment. The P has a diagonal line from the top of the bar going up and right, and the R has a vertical bar and then a diagonal going down and left. That's the R sound. R. But we don't just have that here, because the vertical bar for R, which is the second vertical bar in this press word, has why doesn't this line go down all the way? Am I wrong about something here? Is this some way that things are... I don't know. I mean, so Actually, why do I think I know the R word, the sound for R? Because it appears at the start of run and roll as well. Yes. So both run and roll... Well, actually... Did I mistranscribe something? Yeah, something weird is going on with run, isn't it? Because it's vertical bar in the middle. No, I think this is fine. So as I said, the blue thing that's highlighted says roll. And its vertical line on the left doesn't have a bar coming out of it going down and left, which is what I said R means. But that's not the center of the character, right? Everything starts from the center of the character. The vertical bar at the center of this character, all the way to the top, then has a line going down and left. That's the R part of the sound. And then I think the rest of the adornments must somehow be saying O. But there's a whole lot of marks to indicate that O sound, and I'm not totally clear on how we get there. And the double vertical bar at the end is a lull, because that appears in a roll, and it also appears in hold. I learned a few other things. I looked over here, and there's no indication at all of what's happening here, except that, it's on page 24, which is, we know, the page about resting. So this word, it starts with a P and then an R, and then one extra line on the R, which is not totally clear. This must be pray. So that's the name of the mechanic for resting and meditating. It's called praying. And if you add that one little tick to the R, it now says ray instead of r. So that's interesting. Maybe that line there indicates an A sound. It's not as simple as that, because I see that line on other symbols, such as the S sound. But maybe it can be attached to some kinds of letters to add an A sound. I don't really understand it. What else do I know? Yeah, most of the other stuff on this page is not news. I didn't end up learning enough to do what I wanted to do, which was to translate this tip and see if it would tell me exactly when I'm supposed to press sword to get the lunge effect. So that was that was what I really wanted. I didn't get there. But I did at least get a couple of other things. So notice here, by the way, this thing, the heading here, ends with something that looks like the S sound, but it's flipped. It's mirrored horizontally, right? It's left to right flipped. And I think I speculated that this might be related. I don't remember what I speculated before. But that's the Z sound. So maybe these are like charms or something like that, right? Is what the beer mats are called. And this sort of like lines up with when I looked through my inventory, I saw that some of the sections ended with the same thing, but not quite, right? The top section ends with a S. So like it's I don't know, a plural that ends with a soft S somehow. Like bikes. Bikes ends with a soft S. This obviously isn't bikes, but it's something like that. Bits, who knows? Whereas the third section ends with a Z. So, right, these are your charms, right? And they're something like that. So maybe I'll start calling them charms. The fourth section ends with a soft S again. I don't really know what it means. And the last section doesn't end with a plural at all. Weaponry? Equipment? I don't know. So I didn't get very far, sadly. I talked it over with a friend who is he a linguist? I don't know. He's certainly into languages much more than I am. And I'm sort of into them. But he didn't have a lot to offer. I did accidentally see one spoiler about the language, which is that it's based on IPA somehow. Confirms my idea that it's about sounds, but since I don't speak IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, it doesn't help me much to know that, which I'm glad of. I was just trying to look up an image of a TUNIC thing to show to a friend. I was like, TUNIC text example image. Try to put in as many things. It would be like, no spoilers. But the very first hit was like a Reddit post, which Google summarized as, TUNIC's text is based on IPA. And I was like, oh, how dare you. So, but the good news is I didn't really learn anything from that. And my friend, who surely, I don't know if he can read IPA as easily as he reads English, but I'm sure he knows IPA. I asked him, like, hey, if this transliteration to IPA is totally obvious to you, please don't tell me about it. And he said, no, I have no idea how this is representing IPA. So, I don't know. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think I figured much else out. I'm guessing this, by the way, is says. But it doesn't quite... Like, the checkpoint blank dead, it ends with a z, so checkpoint says dead, checkpoint is dead, checkpoint seems dead. I don't know, but I don't really see an S sound at the start of it for says. I mean, I guess there is one, isn't there? There's an S sound with a few decorations. Maybe that somehow makes a se? Eh? I don't know. So, all that to say, I didn't learn anything useful, but it was an interesting exercise, and maybe as I get more things, I don't know, I'll devote another 6 hours of my life to this and come away none the wiser. I'm gonna go die again. Oh, right, swap out for boss charms. Oh, you know what was another thing, actually? Let's just put this off a little longer, shall we? So these letters, right? Or sounds or graphemes or whatever you want to call them. They're obviously quite, like, regular in a way in how they behave. There's a top half and a bottom half, and I don't know how they're related. And sometimes it's hard to tell how a letter blurs into another. Like when... Like, look at... You know, the line just... The third line you can see now, just above stamina points, the far left. That. If you don't really know anything, you could think maybe that's 2 characters, maybe it's 3. But I think each character is always 3 segments wide. Even if those segments are absent. So, for example, you can see the word on the left there, or the leftmost letter, is right up against, not the margin, but the left side of, it's justified against the left of the text. There's a vertical bar on the left, which is not as tall as the bar in the middle of the character, and there is no bar on the right side of the character. Whereas on the first line you can see, the second character, which is also the second word, is missing its leftmost bar on the top row. But even when there's nothing on the bottom row, they still don't shove a character further left. They leave a blank space there. I can't find an example on this page, but I'm pretty sure one exists. So what that means is... Yeah, here. The second line, first character, has nothing on the left side at all, but they marked that in and left it blank. So each character is 3 segments wide, and there are kind of conceptually... What? 5, 10... I'm not sure, actually. I'm trying to count how many segments a letter could have, and then each of them have some of them, right? Like, on the top, there's the 4 parts that make a diamond. So there's each of those 4 segments could be on or off. And at the bottom, there are 4 segments that could make a diamond, right? So that's 8 at least. And then there's the 3 vertical bars that you can put up through things, like from the bottom to the top. But also, like, the vertical bar on top or on bottom doesn't have to go all the way to the top of the character. It can go just some of the way. So it's like there's 5 segments in that diamond. And on the bottom, it seems like there are 5 segments, except that anything that reaches all the way up to the top seems like it has to have a corresponding thing on top. So I don't know. It seems like there might be some interrelation between which segments are present. So you can't just say, oh, there are 5 plus 5 plus 3, like exactly 13 different lines that could be on, so 2 to the 13 possible characters. So I don't know. But there you go. That was another thing I noticed. And my friend said, oh, you know, it looks... there's a word for this apparently called an abudiga, which is like where each word is a consonant vowel pair, or each letter is one of those. And I mentioned that, I think, because like Korean looks that way, although it's not quite as simple. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna go die again. I was gonna change my stuff. We don't need this because there's nobody who's gonna be dropping hearts on us. I don't think this does anything here. And you know, I don't know what this does, but I feel like bracers could be good. I'm not doing any damage to this idiot anyway, and if I can get him to hit himself with his own bomb, it won't be affected by my damage reduction. So that's possible. I don't know. What is all this? I have a bunch of freezing bombs. I want to practice him a couple more times before I start throwing bombs at him. But that could be a way to get through it. Like I said in the Siege Engine fight, I don't want to start wasting items until I have some belief that I might win with the use of some items. And, I mean, the dagger seems like a good weapon to bring. I don't think I tried using the orb, actually. That's probably not any good, but I might as well try it. I'm going to leave this here so that I can pick it up at a time when it's going to use item. Yeah, got some damage in it. And I was like, what? I got 20 coins for hitting him? No, I got those for rescuing my guy, of course. So, what does he think of that? That actually works pretty well. I got a couple hits out of it. Rude? I dodged that. Okay, so the lunging attack, he only attacks once. When he charges up to attack kind of in place, he does it twice. What the hell? Bomb got me? I didn't even see him throw it. Blast? Twice? Help! Help! My stamina's all gone. This fight's terrible. As they all have been so... I mean, I don't know, this is only my second fight, so... all is not a lot. Ow! Man, I'm just trying to have a drink! Yeah, the lunge is really important. Come on, I was blocking that. Because it closes the distance to him, while also doing some damage. Oh, I thought he was going to kick again, or do the... Wait, is he allowed to do that? Yeah, he can kick me when I don't have my shield prepared. What's happening? Okay. Nope. You know what I'm looking for would be like a dream would be, what if the instruction manual described some way to reflect or deflect projectiles with my shield? Maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's why it's so shit against everyone else. It's not a shield bash. It deflects projectiles. Ah, yeah. That could be the secret move. You'd have to be really good to time it. And clearly I am not good at timing stuff based on how this fight has been going. So what does he do when he charges at you? Is it always that he follows up with that double? I don't think it is. So that's when he does kind of a charging dive at you. Okay, I accidentally... okay. Help! I need someone else in the room to fight this guy for me. See, he's I definitely hit him. But it didn't count. Right? Like, when he's in the middle of attacking, you can't hurt him. Seems unfair to me. No way I can do like that. Okay, that's a good time to pop a flask when he's engaged in a double attack. Oh, he doesn't... Yeah. When you rope him in, he really does not get stunned for very long. He's allowed to attack right away. Just short little pokes. Get out of here and recover some stamina, please. Oh, did I manage to block that? I'm not sure. I didn't notice whether my HP went up or went down or not. That's like the best time to poke him, I think, is after he's won. Oh, he missed. Would you knock it off, dude? Oh, he got himself. Nice. You can't get me back. Okay, you can do that. That hurts. I'm gonna die without using my last 2 flasks. It's not a plan, it's just a prediction. Trying to get to cover. Well, alright. I'm not so sure about the bracers. Take the Ash Aura, I guess? I don't know what it does. I mean, I could switch in a different magic item. The guy never drops any magic. So all the magic stuff I'm bringing into this fight is going to be pretty minimal damage-wise. I wonder, like, maybe just the gun? Because you get some damage in with the dagger if you can manage to freeze him and get in, like, the 3 attacks before he unfreezes, and that's cool. But you can use the staff, like, 6 times as often? So even if a staff does only half as much damage as a knife, assuming you're perfect with the knife, the staff does as much damage. Assuming you're perfect with both. And I'd much rather be far away from him than trying to do a really slow dagger attack, is my thinking. So we'll see how it goes. It was really rude that they didn't even let me see myself on the screen at the beginning of that fight. Poke, poke. Got him. Poke? Hey, knock it off. Poke, poke. Ah. I couldn't tell whether that did much damage. I assume not very much. Leave me alone, leave me alone. It's a little. 24 of those would make a pretty big difference. Okay, I didn't even lock onto him that time. Kind of embarrassing. Dodged. Got him. Ow! Oh no, my stam! Okay. We're good. Whoa, nice shot. I didn't even mean to do that last attack. I'm glad it got in instead of costing me HP here. We're getting better. Still no flask. I've only been hit like once or twice. We're doing great. Okay, that I need to make sure I'm not near the epicenter of that attack, and I'm not good at noticing that he's telegraphing it, even though he clearly is. Going well. Oh yeah, hit yourself! Oh, I have my shield up. Oh, okay, gonna just die for no reason, I guess? Ah! Bad flask timing. Now? Okay, that's good. So, cheeky, I guess? I don't think the staff pokes are actually doing, like, a significant amount of damage, but right now neither is my sword, so... This dude has his own dodge roll, that's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. He actually got me with his sword while setting that up somehow? I didn't even know that was possible. You know, I thought he was going to do another... I don't know. Another one of those, and so I didn't block. And then he just hit me with his sword, and I took a bunch of damage. Oh no, he's getting me with dang grenades. They're not even good, bro. We got him down below half. I think that might be a first. Nope, nope, you can't get me. I had shield even after all that dodge rolling. Dodge roll is so sick. Okay, got one. Oh, he flushes me out into the open. What a pro. He could win games of Call of Duty, man. Throw a grenade at him to make him leave cover and then shoot him. Pretty cool stuff. It's advanced military strategy. Damn, I'm about to die though. Yeah. Got him down to a third. Well, given that I'm not using the dagger at all... Oh, I didn't mean to do this. I just meant to switch items. Let's see how the gun does. Does it do 8 times as much damage as the staff? The wand? Maybe if I can get right up in his face. Let's find out. That does look like 8 times as much. No, it's a big warm-up though. I gotta make sure I actually hit him with it. Yeah, that's pretty serious. Get away. Get over here, man. So those 3 rifle hits did basically a quarter of his life. Right. I got in 1 or 2 sword pokes to make up the balance of where he's at now. Maybe, like, one approach you could take to a fight like this that you suck at would be to just, like, see how much MP a magic fruit gives you. Why am I not using any flasks? And just try, like, popping a magic... Why? I'm, like, stun locked? I couldn't move? Alright, we haven't really done anything in this fight. Just kill me. Would be to see how much a magic fruit gives you and just try to rifle him to death. Because I haven't used the magic fruits at all. We could also, like, you know, grab one of these bombs, put it in there. I don't know which one I would use. I have a lot of firecrackers, but ice bombs are probably better. Maybe? How are we for time? How long did I spend babbling about the language? Just half an hour. Plenty of time for several more attempts. Did I even remember to get my soul last time? I think so. I got it accidentally. Come on. Get over here. I can do this all day. His shield! He's a pro! Yeah, he actually can just block that. Okay, you have to be... Well, this attempt's suck, I can tell you. Did that hurt him? I couldn't tell. I think he was close enough to notice it. Come on, chuck a bomb. Nope. Yeah, that didn't even hurt that much. You have to be really close. Chuck a bomb. There you go. I wanted to see if I could actually, like, knock that back. Maybe since I already wasted all my magic this attempt, I should just focus on trying to learn something, i.e. specifically whether I can deflect a bomb. Oh, blows up in my face. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's just die here. Used a bunch of resources for no particular benefit. I'd like to start over. I'd like a die button. Die and start over. That would be nice. Is there any significance to this guy here? I don't think so. I can't, like... He's just like a guy. Possibly killed by the boss scavenger. Possibly not. I think I might go back to using the magic wand. Oh, actually, can I? He doesn't even exist. I can't fight him yet. I mean, a single gunshot blast. Not quite an eighth of his health, but close. I'm so bad. Oh. And that did the rest of it. So, like, a shotgun blast. What? Okay, he was invincible. That. Also, it made a weird noise. You don't always make that noise. Just kill me. That all sucks. Yeah, I think the shotgun, I don't know. It does a big chunk of damage, right? Almost an eighth. But you just have to get so up in his face, it's so committal, and if it misses, you've like done absolutely nothing for a huge chunk of your magic. I'd rather have the opportunity to keep poking. I had a lot of fun in the fight when I was poking him with the wand. Oh, yeah, that shield. Okay, so that pose is a shielding pose. Still would really love to know how to lunge. He's so good! I wish I were as smart as this guy. Ooh, that was not a good position to be in. I'm really lucky I didn't take damage. You don't want to have to dodge roll like over that thing when there's a barrel directly between you and the epicenter of it. Good incremental progress here. I kind of feel like I deserve to get away with that one, but if you say so. He landed right on me. Am I using the shield too much, I wonder? Maybe if I dodge rolled into those dives, instead of blocking them and then trying to hit him, I could be in position. Evidently not. Hit yourself, idiot! This guy's been defeated by a guy. Here's a thing I would say if he had been defeated. It's such... like, that attack is not difficult to dodge. And yet I keep not dodging it. It is difficult if he lunges right on top of you, and I don't know how to control or predict when he's going to do that. Normally, he goes off to the side. Yeah, see, like that. That's... I don't appreciate that, man. Don't just pop a flask because you're low on health. Wait until you have reason to believe he's not going to cut your ass in half while you do it. Now. I think when he jumps right on top of you, you have to roll away and then roll back in, basically. Like Game Grass Mode. Just stay in the corner. I'm thrilled with that. Ow. Okay, down below half. I was blocking. I don't know what to tell you, man. Stay behind cover. Shooting your final gun. What are you doing way over there, dude? Ah! Right on top of you. I hate it. I was too busy looking at his health bar and let him trick me there. Surprised me. He was clearly telegraphing what he was going to do. Just trying to see how much progress we're making. It's a bad habit. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like with a little tuning, we could get there on this guy. Little tuning, a little cheating. I'm not sure exactly what cheat is most appropriate. I don't even really believe I can hit him with a bomb is the problem. And the buffs from the chili pepper and the... I mean, it's weird, by the way, that these items seem so much rarer. Like, I think I'm not sure I've ever used one of these for the stamina. So I've only found one in the universe. This I've used one, maybe two. Like a second one accidentally or something. And it lasts a little while, but... I don't know. Against a boss? I think I'm usually, like, running out before... like, the boss is... like, I'm not getting in enough swings against the boss to make that item so amazing. Because you have to dodge, like, all the damn time. So, I don't know. I thought I'd just bring in a firecracker, see how that goes. You got me, I guess. I'll wait. I'm not gonna fight you while you're in there. Maybe I should. Maybe that's the best place to. Right on top of me. Right, I wanted to... Oh my god, don't do the... I wanted to experiment with rolling into that attack. The second of when he does like the big 1-2 swing. That? Oh yeah, but way later. So I suspect I might be able to get some actual good hits there. Can't get me. I mean, you can, but this time you didn't. Oh! I was trying to run away to cover. There. Yeah, that would be a really valuable thing to be able to do, is to roll into that. Very useful skill to train. Okay. Good progress. I mean, this fight isn't going so great, but I'm learning things. Hang on, did those reflect into his face? Did they harm him? That would be another useful tactic, wouldn't it? I don't think so. No. That did, though. So. Just try to be right up in his face all the time. Ah, rolled too soon. What? How did that even hit me? I was blocking, wasn't I? Like, well before and well after the attack, I thought. Why am I getting behind cover? Just get in his face. Okay, that one, the roll was definitely wrong. I guess it's because I want stamina back is why I'm getting in cover. But I'm not sure if being in cover actually helps with that anyway. All I need to win this fight is twice as much HP. Is that so much to ask? Actually, can I attack him between the two attacks? I did that time. It seemed to go okay. I didn't think his backswing was that far. Or his follow-through, I guess? I don't really know what the word backswing means. I didn't use any firecrackers. Maybe I could have. I don't know. Got him! First blood! cool if they added an automatic handicapping mechanism to the game where anytime you die on a fight and you go back to it, your ghost will be there, and when you pick up your ghost, it hurts the enemies a little. I think my guy was doing the shield block animation there, or the shield bash animation. That's why that didn't block properly. Double tapped block button accidentally. Trying to roll wrong. I'm almost dead. Almost out of stamina. Oh, shot me in the head. Very greedy and risky flask there. Should have waited till things were stable. It's nice he let me get away with it. His attacks. I'm trying to get in attacks like before his attacks instead of after them, because he seems to be shielded or like dodge rolling after them, right? And sometimes it works. But then sometimes I look like an idiot just attacking into an obviously telegraphed attack and getting hurt. I haven't been using my magic at all. Bing. Bonk! Bing bong. Oh, he blocked that one. And I got hit because I was focused on him instead of me. Pew pew! There's my guy. Well, I didn't get hurt, so maybe accidentally doing the shield animation thing was fine. Special technique that I don't understand. There he goes doing it again in the middle of the line of fire. I say he, I guess I mean me. Ah! It's so easy to accidentally do. I cannot emphasize this enough. Is there like some... Okay. I wonder if I can... I don't think there's like dead zone configuration here, right? Gamepad, no. Oh, they even call it flask and not potion. Toggle focus is a weird word for it, but okay. Look up, look down, look left, look right. Those buttons don't do anything, man. Why are D-pad up and down even mapped here? Do they just mean an alternate up and down? Look up, left, down, and right don't do anything, even while focused. I guess here they kind of do. There's some weird button, by the way, you can press on this screen, right? To, not those buttons. There! To put the manual down and look at the screen. Anyway, I wondered whether there's a way in Steam to customize the controller so that it has, like, more of a dead zone on blocking or something. Because when I'm, like, not sure about blocking, I don't push the button very lightly. And then my guy just goes like this. I don't know. I just hate triggers. Trigger buttons should just be shoulder buttons in a different place. There should not be buttons that care how much you're pressing them. I know I'm, I'm a boomer on this one, I guess. But those buttons shouldn't exist. Because when do I ever not want to push the button all the way? And the answer is in like, oh, what if in a racing game you only want to go 75% speed? And I'm like, I always want to go 100% speed in a racing game. I know he was shielded, but I figured he would stop. Didn't hurt him. Too far away. Really? I thought I was far enough away from... Man, you can't even attack him when he's... I mean, I don't know. It sounds stupid to say you can't even attack him when he has his shield up. Of course, that's the obvious time you can't attack him. But, like, it seems like the guy's main invincibility is... Oh, okay. I thought that one was going to get him. Is based on his dodging, right? And it seems like if I'm up in his face hitting with a sword, it's just... I know that's not fair. My dodge rolls and my shield makes me invincible, too. This guy's never allowed to attack. I know, that's, you know, the cry of Dark Souls players, I guess. That's why I don't play Souls games. I want to be allowed to attack my enemies. This game cheats by being a blend, where, like, some of it is Souls and some of it is Zelda. And then some of it is, I don't know, Chants of Sonar. Not that that was my favorite. Chants of Sonar was okay. I would have loved a game that was like that, but... too much shield. That was like Chants of Sonar, but A, like, harder in that the languages were different in more meaningful ways. B, had an ending that did not absolutely suck. Both, like, I don't know. By the ending, I'm referring both to the final language, which I felt was quite interesting, but they just gave it to you. They didn't ask you to translate it. Like, what was the point? The final language was just an exam testing if you knew all the other languages. And also just, like, the whole, like... the actual story and mechanics of the ending and the monster chase at the ending, I didn't care for it at all. The beginning, unraveling the mystery of a language, and the story, the setting of the world, that was really cool. And if they had done that twice, I would have loved that. But instead, it was, you know, reasonably only one main sort of setting, which was the whole world. And then you had languages to decode, but they were all basically the same language, notwithstanding the errors I had with the part. You know, it was different in an interesting way, right? Different, well, I mean, spoilers if you haven't played Chants of Sonar, I guess. The way it was different was... I was expecting more minor differences like that in all the languages. But, like, the warrior language was basically the same. It had the same grammar except for how it pluralized things. This fight That's going okay. Oh, yeah, that was a double, huh? Fight's not good, so okay. Let's see how a firecracker works. So that is a big chunk of damage. Okay. So 24 of those would help a lot if I needed to. That was such a terrible attack. Anyway, that's one of the games you might be tempted to compare Tunic to if you're really into the language translation manual part. I don't know whether it's a fair comparison. Tunic's language is harder. I cannot believe I dodged that. Is harder by a lot than the ones in Chants of Sonar for a couple of reasons. One is they don't give you very much, and the game isn't really like based around it. As far as I can tell, you don't really have to translate the language at all, so they can make it as hard as they or as foreign as they want. It's letters instead of words, which I think is probably worse. Like, you want something that doesn't depend on English so much, where you can identify consonants. Or something that has its own sounds and its own words. Now that would be something, huh? But I imagine that would be quite a bit harder. That would be a whole game, for sure. I mean, we're pretty close here. A couple firecrackers? The problem is I'm like one hit from death. It seems a little rude or foolish to waste a firecracker at this point. Oh, fuck! Pretty close, though, down to less than an eighth. What I need to do is just be blathering about something else and not talking about the fight at all, apparently. But I think part of that is just a symptom of getting kind of into the rhythm of things. There's less to say about, whoops, there's another weird attack coming. And just, like, disengage the mind. At any rate, set it free. That's the best. I love when he lunges. If he could do that every time. I feel fairly sure I was blocking there, but maybe I was still doing a follow-up from the attack. I need to get out of here. My stamina is in bad shape. Oh, I was holding the wrong button that time. I held focus and not shield, so... You know what? Just kill me. This fight sucks. I mean, I don't know. I got him almost a quarter of the way down without using a single flask, so maybe the fight wasn't sucking, but... Without using a flask or any magic. But I don't know. I made enough early mistakes that I felt I wanted to end my life. That's a couple times that he's lunged, and I've been, like, holding the block button and felt pretty sure that I had it and lock-on pressed the whole time he was lunging, and he hit me still. And I wonder if what's happening there is that he hits me while he's behind me. Like the thing I'm focusing on... Oh my god, fucking shield slam. Like, I'm focusing on his body, but what's hitting me is his sword. And when he lunges, he may have so much of a backswing that that although I'm looking at him, his weapon, I'm not. This is just, I suck. I mean, I could probably flask and get quite a bit further through here, but I'm gonna start over. Like I said, I wish there were a quick reload button, like in, I don't know, platforming games that you just press R and you're like instantly back at the beginning of the level. I know the walk from there to here is not very far, but it is something. And I want, like, an instant restart. Okay, that was a little too greedy. I did not see him wind up for that gunshot at all. I thought, oh great, he hurt himself with a bomb. I had some time to chill, and I just did not recognize at all that he was preparing a bomb. Yeah, attacking the shield there for no real reason. Yeah, can't do that. That doesn't work. Come on! That only hit me? I was standing on top of him when the thing was. I thought he was winding up for another ground pound, so I didn't block appropriately for the actual button attack. You know what? Let's check a firecracker. Let's see how you like it. Yeah, you can get one attack in between those two if you're very careful. And if it misses, you just have to live with it. And it does cost you some of your stamina recharge time, I guess. So that's not free. Wow, I can't believe he missed me there. He hit himself again, that's nice. Oh. Again. Fight's going well, I hesitate to say, for fear of jinxing it. He definitely hit me there while I was accidentally doing the shield block animation where I double tapped it. I think it actually like somehow makes you invincible throughout the shield animation. But of course I've been hit many times by accidentally doing it, so I assume it's an important, it's a timing problem. Got it. Okay. I had tons of flasks left, so arguably I didn't need to use the bombs, but like this is one of the 3 Triforce bosses, and I used 1/8 of my bombs, and only 1/12 of them in the fight I actually won, so I feel justified. Don't give me a phase 2, by the way, or I'm gonna uninstall. Danger. Danger, danger, danger. Take the Triforce piece. He does look like he's gonna get up for a phase 2. He doesn't look very dead. Ah, you know what? I meant to... I should start screenshotting stuff like this for my notes. Let me just grab this real quick. Ah, it went away. I pushed a button and it just... Because, like, I don't know. There's, like, screenshot buttons on modern keyboards, but on Windows you can hit Windows-Shift-S and it'll screenshot stuff. This guy's just, like, permanently desold, huh? I don't know. But when you do that, the game says, oh, you want to switch to using keyboard and press shift. Okay, got it. I don't know. I just wanted to see... I wanted to save, like, you got so-and-so and see if I can isolate what you got is. Alright, I made it. I'm back to his checkpoint. You can't take this away from me. I actually beat him. And if we look, I have... Up at the top, I can't move the mouse or the cursor all the way up there, but I have the blue Triforce piece. I don't know if it does anything for me aside from being one of the 3 things needed to win the game. Probably not. But that's going to do it for today. I'm happy with the progress. I still think I'll have a terrible time against Siege Engine. This guy seemed way more approachable to me, despite like needing some effort. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.